What started as a simple leather flying cap has evolved into some of the most advanced protective technology on Earth. F1 helmets have undergone a remarkable transformation over 7 decades, driven by tragedy, innovation, and a relentless pursuit of safety. Today, we're tracing the incredible evolution of F1 helmets from the days when drivers raced with nothing more than a glorified motorcycle helmet to today's carbon fiber masterpieces that can withstand impacts equivalent to being hit by a cricket ball traveling at 150 miles per hour. This is the story of how F1 helmets have become works of art that save lives. The leather caps era, 1950s. When F1 began in the 1950s, the conception of head protection was almost laughably primitive by today's standards. Early F1 drivers wore simple flying leather helmets, or sometimes just cloth caps with minimal padding. These leather helmets offered virtually no protection against impact. They were designed primarily to keep wind and debris out of the driver's eyes and to keep the hair in place. The leather was thin, the padding was minimal, and there was no chin strap system worth mentioning. Many drivers actually preferred racing bareheaded, believing that it gave them a better feel for the car and the wind conditions. And the most shocking part? This was considered normal. Racing was understood to be inherently dangerous, and the attitude was largely fatalistic. Drivers like Juan Manuel Fangio and Stirling Moss regularly raced with nothing more than these flimsy leather caps on their heads, relying entirely on their skill to avoid accidents. The helmets had no face protection, no impact absorption, and certainly no fire resistance. They were essentially fashion accessories that provided a false sense of security when accidents actually happened. And when these accidents happened, they happened frequently, and head injuries were often fatal or life-changing. It would take a series of tragic accidents to wake the racing world up to the need for some real head protection. The fiberglass revolution, the 1960s to the 1970s. The 1960s marked the first real evolution in helmet technology, driven by mounting casualties and the influence of the motorcycle racing world. Drivers began adopting fiberglass helmets, originally developed for motorcycling, which offered significantly better impact protection than leather. These early fiberglass helmets were still primitive by modern standards, but they represented a quantum leap in safety for the racers. The hard shell could actually absorb and distribute impact forces, while improved padding systems provided better fit and comfort for the drivers. And for the first time, drivers had genuine protection against skull fractures and brain injuries. The introduction of proper chin straps and the retention systems meant that helmets would actually stay on during accidents. This might sound obvious now, but early on, during the leather helmets era, leather helmets frequently came off during these crashes, leaving drivers completely unprotected when they needed protection the most. Face shields also became more common during this period, protecting drivers' eyes from debris, oil, and wind. The shields were often just simple plastic visors, but they marked the beginning of integrated face protection that would become the standard in later decades. However, these helmets still had some major limitations. They offered no fire protection, limited impact absorption, and were often poorly fitted to the drivers. The designs were purely functional. The colorful, artistic helmet designs that we associate with F1 today were still decades away. And the 1970s would bring both artistic expression and life-saving innovations to the helmet designs. Color, style, and safety. The 1980s. The 1980s represented a golden age of helmet designs, where safety improvements merged with artistic expression to create the iconic helmets culture that we know today. This was the era when helmets became personal statements, with drivers developing signature designs that fans would instantly recognize. Technically, helmets made huge strides during this decade. Improved materials like Kevlar and carbon fiber began appearing in helmet construction, offering better impact protection and reduced weight. The shell designs became more aerodynamic, and ventilation systems improved dramatically, making helmets more comfortable during long races. Fire resistance became a major focus following several high-profile fire accidents. Helmet manufacturers developed fire-resistant materials and coatings that could protect drivers during fuel fires, buying crucial seconds for escape or rescue. The visors also became fire-resistant, preventing them from melting and sealing drivers inside their helmets. But perhaps most importantly, this was when helmet designs became an art form. Drivers like Ayrton Senna, with his iconic yellow helmet featuring the Brazilian flag, and Alain Prost with these distinctive tricolor designs. These turned helmets into personal brands. These designs became so iconic that fans could identify drivers from hundreds of meters away. The 80s also saw the introduction of more sophisticated retention systems, better padding materials, and improved aerodynamics. Helmets were no longer just safety equipment, they were becoming integral parts of a driver's identity and the sport's visual appeal. But it would take a tragedy to drive the next major leap in helmet technology. The Senna Effect, 1990 to the 2000s. Ayrton Senna's death at Imola in 1994 sent shockwaves through the F1 world and triggered the most significant safety revolution in the sport's history. While Senna's accident involved multiple factors, it highlighted the need for even better head protection and led to dramatic improvements in helmet technology. The FIA introduced much stricter helmet standards following 1994, requiring more rigorous testing and certification processes. Helmets had to pass increasingly severe impact tests, including tests for penetration resistance, flame resistance, and retention system strength. The standards became so demanding that only specialized manufacturers could actually meet them. Carbon fiber construction became standard during this period, offering exceptional strength to weight ratios, and the helmets became significantly lighter while providing far superior protection. Advanced padding systems, often using memory foam and other high-tech materials, improved both safety and comfort for the driver. Visor technology also advanced dramatically. Anti-fog coatings, tear-off systems for quick vision clearing, and improved optical clarity became standard. Some drivers began experimenting with tinted visors for different lighting conditions, though this would later be restricted by regulations. The retention systems evolved into sophisticated multi-point harnesses that could withstand enormous forces without causing injury to the driver's neck or his jaw. These systems were tested to ensure that they could keep the helmet securely attached even during the most violent accidents. Speaking of technology that protects our racing heroes, if you're fascinated by the engineering that keeps F1 drivers safe while they're traveling at over 200 miles per hour, then guys, you have to make sure to subscribe. We're constantly exploring the technology that makes modern racing possible. Hit that notification bell so that you never miss another deep dive into the F1 world. But right now, let's get on to the next one. Modern marvels, 2010s to today. Today's F1 helmets are technological marvels that would be unrecognizable to the drivers from the sport's early decades. Modern helmets can withstand impacts that would have been instantly fatal in the early eras, while weighing less at the same time and also providing better comfort for the drivers better than ever before. The current FIA 8860 standard requires that helmets has to pass incredibly demanding tests in order to actually land on the heads of the drivers. They must survive impacts equivalent to being struck by a cricket ball traveling at 150 miles per hour, withstand flames at 800 degrees Celsius for at least 45 seconds, and maintain structural integrity under forces that would crush earlier helmet designs. Modern construction uses advanced carbon fiber layups, often incorporating materials developed for aerospace applications. The shells are designed using computer modeling to optimize impact distribution, while the interior padding uses cutting-edge materials that can absorb enormous amounts of energy while remaining comfortable. The head and neck support device integration has also revolutionized helmet designs. Modern helmets are specifically designed to work with the Hans system, which prevent the violent head movements that can cause basilar skull fractures, the injury that claimed Dale Earnhardt's life in NASCAR. Visor technology has reached incredible sophistication. Modern visors offer perfect optical clarity, advanced anti-fog systems, and can be changed in seconds during pit stops. Some drivers use different visor tints for different parts of the track, optimizing their vision for varying light conditions. Perhaps most remarkably, today's helmets achieve all of this protection while allowing incredible artistic expression. Modern painting techniques and materials allow for designs of stunning complexity and beauty, turning each helmet into a unique work of art. From leather caps to carbon fiber masterpieces, the evolution of F1 helmets tells a story of the sport itself. This entire evolution of F1 helmets mirrors the sport's journey from amateur racing to high-tech spectacles. What started as simple wind protection has become life-saving technology that allows drivers to push their limits while still finding a way to stay safe. Every helmet tells a story of innovation, artistry, and relentless pursuit of protecting the brave souls who race at the edge of possibility.